America, where billionaires can hoard beachfront property while working people get fined for sleeping in their cars. And in this grand tradition of prioritizing rich people's feelings over basic human needs, we have landlord friendly rent strike laws. Let's break it down. If your landlord stops fixing the heat in January, lets black mold creep across the ceiling like an avant garde fungus experiment, and refuses to do anything about the cockroach fight club happening in your kitchen, you should be able to legally stop paying rent, right? Wrong. Because in this wonderful free market democracy, withholding rent for literally any reason is a great way to get yourself evicted faster than you can say, but what about my rights? Here's the scam. Most states allow landlords to evict tenants for non payment, even if the unit is unlivable. You could be wading through sewage in your living room, and your landlord's legal response will be, well, did you pay the rent? Yes, Chad, but I also had to buy a hazmat suit just to use the bathroom. But Chad doesn't care. Chad has a loophole. And these legal loopholes let corporate landlords jack up rent just because they feel like it. No justification, no improvements, just pure unfiltered greed. Market conditions, they say. Supply and demand, they claim. No. It's extortion with extra steps. The worst part? If your neighbors decide to fight back, you might as well be planning a bank heist. Some states treat tenant organizing like a criminal conspiracy. You try to form a union, and suddenly your landlord pulls out the eviction notice like it's an Uno reverse card. You have the right to free speech, unless that speech is about not getting screwed on rent. You have the right to assembly, unless that assembly happens to be in the lobby of a building your landlord refuses to maintain. You have the right to petition, unless the petition is about fixing the damn plumbing. If you ever wonder why every major city has more real estate developers than affordable housing, the answer is courts treat landlords like delicate little flowers and treat tenants like criminals for expecting basic livable conditions. And the kicker? They don't even have to call the cops. They just let the lease expire and choose not to renew it. Boom. No more problem tenant. Hope you enjoy living in your car, Dave. They prioritize property rights over human rights. If corporations are people, then I demand that my apartment gets a social security number and the voting rights. They prevent tenants from exercising collective bargaining power. It's almost as if landlords don't want tenants to know that their rent payments could buy the entire building within 10 years. They allow landlords to profit off unsafe, inadequate housing while tenants face legal retaliation. You mean to tell me that the guy who afforded 3 vacation homes is struggling financially when one tenant refuses to pay their rat infested studio? Please. They call rent strikes illegal, like that's supposed to mean something. Slavery was legal. Jim Crow was legal. Not letting women vote was legal. So forgive me, but it's the law doesn't make me feel better about a system where billionaires own entire zip codes while single moms get evicted over $50 late fees. If laws exist solely to protect the wealth of landlords, then it's not the tenants breaking the law, it's the system itself that's illegitimate. And if the only way to fix an illegitimate system, you fight like hell.